Thank you very much for having me here. I'm currently here in Kuala Lumpur, the headquarters, because one of my Russian teams, Russian-speaking communities, have visited the headquarters. Um, our headquarters is located in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. It's near Bukit Bintang. At I think Phil already introduced everyone our building, the TRX building. And we've just entered this new building like a few weeks ago, maybe 2, 3 weeks. And today was the grand opening, and everyone had some really nice lunch and some catering. Some really nice food came for catering. We had a good time. And I just came after dinner, so the company is looking good. Many investors, many team members came and celebrated the session. And I have some news. I know some of you people here were already here last week and also the week before. You've heard me give presentations, but I'm just going to give you some more news that I've received today after I finish my basic introduction of the company. So, to start my presentation, can everyone take a look at um, everyone can see the screen very well?
I see it, Chris.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Everyone can
good.
see very well, right?
Cool.
The
Very,
this.
very good.
Okay.
Yes, you
Okay.
can
Okay.
see the.
So the reason why we call this all on X is because we have put everything, all the good things into one place. So it's all in one, all on X. And X means exchange. So we had some legal issues where if we ever use the word exchange, there were just unnecessarily um, too much of compliance that we need to meet in order to proceed our business. So we changed the name to All in X instead of All in Exchange. And we are going to be focusing on the new market that will be coming into our new world called the RWA market. It's the real world asset market where you take your real properties and you tokenize the ownership of that property into digital tokens, such as NFTs or a new type of Web3 digital assets. So this business is going to be connecting the offline and the online business in a very, very special way. And this market is predicted to be approximately $17 trillion in market capacity right now, and it's expanding more and more each day passes by. You can see that the crypto market is mixed with many centralized and decentralized concepts, and you can call them DeFi's or CeFi's, but you can see there's a new word. It's a CDeFi, meaning it's a combination of both. So we are actually a controlled, centralized exchange, but we have actually adapted many uh, products or functions that are used in decentralized exchanges or decentralized finances, such as staking, um, liquidity pools, of governance. These are things that you find only in centralized exchanges. But we also have future trading, spot trading, and we have GameFi and all sorts of other normal things that you can see in a centralized exchange. So we're a combination of both. That's why we have a new concept name of CDFI. As you can see, in order for us to be allowing our investors or customers to be able to trade and to do transactions of these certain types of commodities or financial products, we need compliance. And in order to get the compliance, we need to be able to expand. So we are listed currently in the App Store, Google Play, which is directed by the Android system. And currently, we are listed in over 100 countries for the App Store. So the major countries that we are targeted to expand it would be the United States, England, France, Germany, Russia, Japan, and many top leading countries in the world. And you can see that there are many apps in the world existing, but not all of them are capable of listing in sophisticated conditions, such as the App Store. Um, you can see maybe there's a very famous app you know about, and if you try to search it in App Store, it might not be there because it's very difficult to list an app on App Store because they are very um, they have tight conditions. If you have any glitch or any possibility of hacking, if you have any instability in your source codes for your apps, they don't list you. But in our case, we are listed in more than 100 countries. You can see how well made our app is and how well the integration for the development of the source codes has been done. The reason why this is possible is because the owner of the company is the developer himself. So we are listed in App Store for more than 100 countries. And in order to deliver all these products within the legal boundaries, the company has made a registration for the company in England, and you can see the company registration number. It's all very clear, transparent. You can search it up. It's there. The paperwork is there. And we also have the American license for the MSB. This is for the FinCEN Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. It says that this is slightly related to the government, but also to the SEC. So whatever you are doing any trading or transactions using American currency or any type of financial products, you need this license. But luckily, our exchange has this license, so we're able to trade these such types of commodities online. And we are also going to be making expansion in other registrations. So we're 3 months ago, we've already registered in Dubai. We have the VASP, the VASP, but the VARA is actually not easy to get because I think Binance has VARA, but only less than 30 companies have the VARA. And there are 400 companies actually pending to get the VARA license. And recently, Dubai, they have actually announced that they're not going to give out VARA certifications for the moment, so it's going to get delayed a little bit more. But however, we have applied for it, and our registration is there. The application is running, and our office is in Dubai. So we're going to be waiting for a proper approval of the from the Dubai government as well. In December, we're going for the Canada and Hong Kong license. The Hong Kong office is established already. Next week, they're going to be opening, just like we did the opening for uh, the, the Malaysian office today. Next week, our Hong Kong office, operated by our company, will be opening. So if you have any leaders, if you know anybody in Hong Kong who is interested in this business, maybe you can get connected. They can visit. It's not a community hub or it's not a place where you can go and easily just connect. It's a proper office operated by our directors. So you can expect the new office in Hong Kong. And next year we're also going to be looking for the proper registration and license from the US SEC and in Australia. So these offices are going to enable us to follow mostly the compliances, but the company's target is not just to be um, making offices so that many community members can come and enjoy or spend time. Uh, the reason why the company is going to be probably making an office in a certain jurisdiction would be because of RWA issues. So RWA means you're taking real property and you're tokenizing it into a digital asset. So if the company does not meet any compliance or does not need any registration in a certain country because they don't have any RWA business, then even if we need an office, the company might not support. So these offices right now that are being built and being registered is there because the company is focusing on RWA business and there is an RWA related registration or business being preceded. That is why there's an office. So you can see Dubai, New York, London, Seoul, Malaysia, Vietnam. Right now, they're also talking about Dubai and India. There are many other countries that the company is right now. They're trying to build the office. It's because they want to expand their RWA market in that area. So the company has these offices, and as soon as this company finishes a few of the licenses and the registration in countries, we are able to provide the normal services of an exchange site. So, just like the most successful business models of this exchange world, you can see there's Binance, there's Huobi, and there's also Coinbase, which are Chinese-based exchanges, and they all provide these services such as spot trading. And in our exchange, we have currently listed more than 100 commodities such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance token, and we also have our own tokens such as ASC token and the ANT token. Not only do we have these, we also have um, stock tokens such as Tesla, Google, Microsoft. Um, they are very like or Nvidia. We have the top leading stock tokens being traded in our platform, so you can enjoy these trading volumes within our exchange site. We also have prediction markets. As I told you, we have the governance option, which is something very important for decentralized platforms because if you are centralized, maybe there's a board meeting and the directors, they decide something, they make an announcement. So you don't have to worry about a lot of things when companies make updates or changes because there's somebody who's actually making decisions and applying them. However, in a decentralized exchange or decentralized financial platform, the developers they do not have the right to change something that is embedded into a blockchain unless you have a governance voting being taken place. So the majority of the shareholders or the token holders, wallet holders must put a vote into the system in order for the developer to make any changes in a glitch or an update. So in this case, prediction markets is something related to voting. The reason why we have these voting activities very active in this in our platform is because we have the governance option being open. So when we're listing a token, when we're making a change, we always ask the market, shall we do this? Which one is better? And then according to the voting results, we make the actions. So that is one thing that I would like to introduce the prediction markets. Um, as I told you, we have the decentralized aspects in this platform. And I think decentralized finance, the DeFi's, were first introduced in 2015 or 16, I think so. And most of them were very successful because they made a lot of volume and many people actually profited from them. But the problem is those who profited were those who cashed out very early. Meaning, if you wanted to earn a lot of money for a long period of time, it was impossible because the people who cashed out before you did, they would make the token price drop because there's a lot of selling. And as you know, the value of the price of a token is determined by how much people are buying or selling. So if many of the investors have already cashed out, then that token price would drop, would probably go to zero and will disappear. So the previous DeFi's they gave a lot of profit to early investors, but if you didn't sell your tokens at on the right time, then you would be losing your money or not earning a lot of profit. So in 2022, a new concept called Olympus DAO, it's also a decentralized platform. They introduced to the market a new type of staking program. So the concept is the more money you put in, the longer you wait the more profit the company will promise you. And when you withdraw your money, if you want to cash out more money in a shorter period of time, you have to overcome a bigger deduction. So if you want to put in more money for a long time, you get 50% more bonus. And if you want to take out your money within 5 days instead of 180 days, you will get deducted 30%. So these are the new rules of this new concept of uh, staking. And these rules have actually balanced out the early cash outs. So even if you cash out early, you're not going to get a lot. You're going to be losing a lot of your money from that. but that loss will be added to the market so that the common people, everyone can be benefiting from the average price. So it has been proven for the past 2 to 3 years that it's a very balanced, very successful model for staking programs to make everyone profit in a common way. So that is why the AllInX, our exchange, has used this model in order to be implemented so that everyone can earn for a very, very long time so that it doesn't end quickly. Everyone, whoever puts in more money and stakes it for a long time, you'll earn more bonuses. And if you can wait, have a little bit of patience of cashing out your money, then you can profit more than other people. So that's the concept of VE 3.3. Um, oh my, I forgot to bring it. We have today made an announcement for the crypto card. Um, Let me see if I can show this. Hold on. Can you see this picture here? It's super, okay. That's the picture that I took right now today. So that's the global marketing director. His name is Nick, and he has today announced that the crypto card is properly launched. Everyone can apply for the crypto card and they can receive it at their home and make payment using Visa card, the Visa card gateway. And it has a one level affiliate bonus, and everyone can enjoy that affiliate bonus whenever somebody you invite makes the card and uses makes payment. You can enjoy receiving some incentives from the registration that your friends make. So we have the crypto card ready. This crypto card gateway was actually already created 2 years ago. Um, as I told you like 10 minutes ago, the owner of this platform is the developer himself, and he has already made a crypto card platform called the NexaPay, Nexapay. It was actually made for the Chinese speaking community, such as China, Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia. And they already have 200,000 members actively using the crypto cards within that platform. And all he did was use the same gateway, uh, uh, apply that into our exchange, and made the new card named AntPay. ANT is our native token name. So it's AntPay, which is the name of this new credit card, crypto card platform. So if you are registered into our platform and you want to use your ANT tokens or your Bitcoin or the tokens that are traded in our platform, and if you fill it up into this crypto card, you can use it in any country that allows payment for Visa and MasterCard. So I've checked it out today. If you buy a platinum card, it costs about $250 to get the card delivered to your house, and you can cash out up to a few $1,000s like per day, and your payment can be up to $2 million per month. So the limit is very luxurious. And the good thing about this credit card, a crypto card, is that it is anonymous, meaning you don't need to put your name or your KYC. No KYC is needed for this crypto card. So once you use it, you're free of personal information being leaked out, and you have a very good limit of using this. Um, so if you're interested, you can ask the people who invited you on how to create a crypto card. You can put your money into the exchange, recharge it, and use it very freely. You can also cash out fiat currency if you're in um, if you go to Korea, you can cash out Korean won. If you go to China, you can cash out Chinese yuan, whatever fiat currency that country is using. If you take your crypto card and if you cash out, you can take out paper money. So it's a very good option for you to use when you are using this function. Futures trading also is being provided by the company so that you can benefit from leverage trading. So they provide up to 100x. So let's say you only have one Bitcoin, but you want to benefit some great profits from very, very a small portion of margin. However, you know Bitcoin when it moves, it only moves like 0.4 or 0.8%, sometimes maximum 2, 3%. But if you have a big amount of money, you want to stay safe. So it's very wise for you to use the leverage for the 100x using a small amount of tokens. So if you know the strategy, then you can come to our platform and you can use the futures trading to do some very safe trading as well. So we have the buying also with a longing option, and also you can short. So right now, the crypto market is going a little bit down. If you know how to short, you can still earn some money while the market price is dropping. So we have the futures trading. The IM system is the integrated messenger system. As you can see, if you are in the crypto world, there are many people from many countries, many cultures combined into one platform. And if, let's say, you have a friend in Africa, you have a friend in South America, you have a friend in Korea. But whenever you go to other countries, each civilization or each culture, they use a different type of messenger. So I think in the Russian speaking or the Balkan states, I think most of you guys use Telegram or maybe WhatsApp. But if you want to come to Korea, you have to use Kakao Talk. And if you want to come to Japan, you need to download a new app called Line. And if you go to maybe like some other countries, they use Facebook or Viber. You know, some countries even use Viber. So you need to download these random messenger apps to communicate with people living in other regions. But if you are in the crypto world, what this company is doing is they're making a new messenger. So within this messenger, everyone can come in and they can chat, they can do voice chatting, like a video call, conference call. You can send fiat currency to each other, or you can send cryptocurrency very easily. And you can also purchase emojis using our native token. So it's integrating your markets into one common place so that it can enhance your communication with your community members. So this is going to be launched next year, first quarter. The Excellence is an incubation system. It's an institution where Web 2 and Web 3 specialists are gathered. They analyze the market, they analyze properties, and if somebody wants to integrate their properties and to digitalize, to tokenize their assets into a digital asset, or like sort of a token, then what the X Lab does is they create a contract between the property owner and the trust fund. According to that contract, they are able to tokenize legally and launch that token in our exchange. And once it's being traded, we have a lot of sources for income. So when they're doing the contract, they're making income. When they're doing the trust fund contract again, they're making the second income. And when they're listing on the launch pad for the RWA platform, they're making another income. When they're trading, they're making transactions and they're collecting fees from all those transactions. So there are many sources of making profit out of this single type of function, the RWA market tokenization. So that is what the XLab is doing, how to create revenue, how to create margin, and how to create certain types of uh, profits from these transactions so that everyone can still gain and make everything legal because if it's not legal, there's no point of making any trades for this. So the company's doing everything in their position to make the most profit, but also to keep safe by keeping in compliance. So that is a job for XLab. Another function that the company will be announcing pretty soon is the GameFi. As you can see, whatever like DeFi, CeFi, and then suddenly the word GameFi comes out. Now, if you are somebody who loves to play games, it's most likely that you are spending your time relaxing and having a good time, like making some enjoyment in your life because you had a lot of stress in the day and before you sleep you might play 30 minutes or 1 hour a certain type of game, but there are also gamers who use that time to earn money. So it's just like staking. You invest a little bit of crypto into certain items or situations in the game, and you play the more and more you play the game, the value of your tokens or your items, they rise. And once you sell them or once you collect some type of like taxes in your empire, you can be aiming some money from your gaming simulation. So the company is making contract with developers of FPS, simulation, or RPG games. So these are some examples. Some of them will be released pretty soon. And if you are really enjoying your time with gaming, then maybe you should be interested in such items because this is also not only can you gain, but the company is making also profit from these types of new functions. A Web3 wallet is something that is very special because the wallets that we have right now are only functional for the Web 1 and the Web 2, meaning you can only send, receive, and maybe check what do you call it? The transaction, just the basic banking system of similar things. But if you want to receive RWA profits, which is the real world asset profits, it should be in a different legislation or regulations because in some properties, as you can see, the real world asset properties not only mean it's land or buildings, it can be intellectual properties or it could be um, like non-tangible, such as copyrights or sales rights, things that you cannot see, but there exist very valuable things that you can own. So in those cases, when you want to validate your profits from an untangible asset, you need to check the laws because they will fall into copyright laws. When you get copyright income, it's the different types of laws are applied. That is why compliance is very important. In that case, you have to use the NFT tokens, or you have to select a certain type of jurisdiction uh, in certain countries. So the Web3 wallet is developed to keep in compliance for these types of variations. So it should be distinguished between the Web2 wallet. The Web2 is only for trading, and Web3 is something that determines your compliance within the copyright or any type of Web3 sophisticated type of new income that will come. So Binance has this. All the exchanges are opening their Web3 wallets. Our Web3 wallet will be launched next year, probably during the first quarter. Um, we're also going to be making our own mainnet, just like Binance did. All the successful exchanges, they have their own tokens, they have their own mainnet. It's not easy to make your own mainnet because if you have a mainnet, it's just like opening your own blockchain. You need miners, you need all sorts of facilities to support the energy source of all the mining and all the integration and all the development. So the company is eager to take in, to manage, to put investment into. So it's going to take a very long time, a lot of money, and a lot of development. So the testnet will be pretty much ready next year, July. They're going to do the hackathon. They're going to open their public beta, and possibly before the end of next year, I think the mainnet could be open. So once the mainnet is open, we are going to follow the legacy of Binance, Huobi, and Coinbase because they each have their own mainnet and their own tokens, and we will soon have our own too. Because we've made so many commitment into this development business, we need audits, proper audits from proper institutions. And CertIC is one of the most prominent and most authorized, well-known audits in the world for its prominence. And if you see, there's a link on the PPT. If you want to, maybe you can just go to Google and you can search CERTIK ranking, and there's gonna be a link online. If you click it, you will see there are rankings of spot trading exchanges that are audited by CERTIK, and we are in the top 46 among those who have been certified by this application. So if you're interested, maybe you can go and search it. We also have the audit from Fuzzland, which is also a very, very prominent audit report institution. So we have all these compliances being ready in the open source. We are currently listed on WeX, XT, and recently I forgot the name of one exchange. I keep forgetting. There's three. The third one was listed last month, and the fourth one was listed 2 days ago, which is called P2B. P2B is a European exchange, and right now we not only did list ANT and ASC, but ASC future trading is listed on P2B exchange. We're going to be listing on MEXC probably this month. I'm sorry, uh, early December, we're going to be listing on MEXC. And next year, January, we're hoping to be listed on LBank. LBank was supposed to be listed on November, but everything was a little bit delayed because we had some changes in plans. But however, although there might be some delays, we're still going to be listing on MEXC and LBank. So I'll give you some more updates when we do actually list them. So we're planning next year, probably we can be listing finally in Coinbase, Huobi, OKX, and our um, the final destination of any business in the crypto world will be listing in Binance. So we're hopefully, we might be able to list it next year or the year before, or 2027. But anyways, that is our ultimate goal. Right now we're using, because we don't have our own mainnet, we need an ecosystem to launch our project in the blockchain. We're using the Coinbase chain, which is the base chain in short. So base chain is actually a fork. It's a copy of the Huobi chain. So we're in the EVM system where Binance is a copy of Ethereum and Coinbase is a copy of Binance. And it's pretty much sure that we're going to be forking from Coinbase because Coinbase has recently announced, I think it was early this year, that they're going to be launching all the resources they have and lure more projects into their mainnet for the RWA business. So if we're going to be using the RWA sources, it's best to be launching on Coinbase. That is why we are launched here. And Coinbase already has their best scanners, their explorers, many trackers. So we're going to be using the base chain right now until we launch our own mainnet. We are also supported by many suppliers, so the Binance, Coinbase, OKX Wallet, and MetaMask. So if you know a little bit about blockchain, you already know that you can launch your own tokens on these wallet services. What you do is you can send the contract address and you enter your token. You can already see the list, your token, whatever customized token you find would be listed on your wallet. However, those random tokens, they don't have any logos or any tracking service. However, if you launch our token, which is the ASC token and ANT token, not only can you see the tracker, you can see the logo and you can see the volume, you can see the live price. All these data will be provided for you within this platform. So that is the reason why this is possible is because they have acknowledged our project and have made partnership with us in order for us to be recognized, shown into their platform as a proper partner. So you can enjoy this when you use these wallet services. We are also being advertised into the market through many portals, prominent portals such as the CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, Binance, Forbes, and some other portal sites in the world, such as DropTops and um, I don't know. It's written in Arabic, but I went to Dubai. I asked them if Mihan blockchain was famous. They said it was. They're so we're actually doing a very good job in the media. And as a matter of fact, because we've been preparing all this, we have enough volume, we have a live price tracker, we're launched in the proper blockchain, we have a lot of shareholders, wallet holders, and all these data has ended up to support the data to build up our reputation. And because we have a very good reputation right now, we are officially ranked in the top 100. Currently, I think it's ranked number 99 or 98. It's up and down. But since we are in the top 100, it's easily you can find our project very easily on CoinMarketCap. Next year, we're aiming to reach top 60, and the company is saying, and with this speed and this much of acknowledgement, uh, Olenex can probably reach top 40, top 30 before the end of next year. So if that really happens, then it's good for us. As you can see, I'm currently in Kuala Lumpur. I'm actually South Korean. I was in India 2 nights ago. 1 week ago, I was in Philippines. Before that, I was in Dubai. I was in Vietnam. So for the past 4 to 5 weeks, I think I was in 9 countries. So our business is expanding in many cultures, many regions in the world. And you can see that our tour is expanding to Korea, United Arab Emirates, Singapore, London, England. And I also have a very growing Russian community. So in the Russian community area, we're also expanding Vietnam, USA, um, and recently I'm opening India. So we're going to all places in the world. You can see here, these are the categories that the company will be focusing on. I told you that this exchange will be focusing mostly on RWA. Now, RWA is something it's not easy to actually understand if you are not a blockchain specialist. So, um, let me just give you a brief introduction. So, Web 1 is just Bitcoin sending money to one to each other. So I'm sending money to you. That's Bitcoin. That's Web 1. Web 2 is I'm sending you data, and that data will be a program data. It can be like a smart contract, it can be like a data transfer, or it can be some sort of a new type of ownership um, within the platform. So it's programmable data being sent to each other. So you can make a new token within a new token. So that's Web 2. Now, Web 3 is its property and its ownership of intangible assets. So if we're talking about Web3, it's about a world that is connecting the online and the offline. So you can see here, these are 5 examples that the company is showing you. They're not just random examples. What they are is they are specific categories that the company has decided to launch their RWA tokens. So the first one you can see premium consumption, that's agriculture. Second one is pharmaceutical. Third one is shopping mall. Now, one of the owners of this company is actually a shareholder of Lalaport, which is a Malaysian shopping mall franchise. They own a lot of property. They have a lot of shopping malls in Malaysia, and it's actually the biggest. They have the biggest infrastructure for shopping malls. So this majority owner of Lalaport is going to use his equity to digitalize his tokens, and then he's going to launch. Is going to be launching them in Allenex. So you can also enjoy that. Not only is for Lalaport, uh, has anyone ever been to Dubai? If you go to Dubai, sorry, if you go to Dubai, you can see the world's tallest building called Burj Khalifa, and the Burj Khalifa is 123 floors high. However, floor 120, the entire floor of 120 is contracted with Allnex. So they're going to be making another token for Burj Khalifa 120th floor. Whatever uh whoever comes there and lends the property, that profit will be shared with those who purchase the RWA token. So that's going to be the third category. Fourth category is travel agency. So if you want to book a ticket, if you want to book a vacation, you have to use our native token, which is the ANT token, not USDT. You only are able to book or buy a product, purchase a product in the travel agency by only using the ANT token, which is our native token. So that's going to be our fourth project. And the fifth category would be intellectual property. So there they have animations, movies, or any type of, copyrights from music. These type of copyright or intangible assets, they're going to be digitalized into tokens and being sold into our RWA platform, which will be launched, I think, if early end of this year, but soon next year, we're going to be launching one by one our RWA tokens. So these are not random, but um, decided categories that the company will be listing from the ownership of the company shareholders themselves. So you can expect these to be launched pretty soon. And you should be holding your ANT tokens because you cannot buy them with any other tokens except for ANT. So you can hang on and expect to see some good news related to this. As I told you, because we have enough compliance, we have the stocks being able to being traded. You don't have to go to the New York Stock Exchange. You don't need a new HTS like the home trading system for these stocks. Like you don't have to pay tax for buying a New York Stock Exchange. All you got to do is just make an account in our exchange and buy these stock tokens. So you can buy Nvidia, Google, Microsoft, Circle, or any of these top leading stocks, you can buy them in our platform. Right now we are going around the world. I I'm my position right now is global ambassador of the All inX, uh, this new platform, and we are trying to expand globally. So therefore, my job is to meet leaders, meet investors, and also community owners who own platforms or own companies, so that they can persuade their markets to also join into our new business. So we need to educate them, we need to teach them, and also make them acknowledge the background of our market because the blockchain market is very new, it's very difficult unless you know very technological information, it's very difficult for you to understand. So that is my job to teach the people and to let them understand this market so that when they invest, they know where they're putting their money in. So that is our job. We also have other trainers in other languages such as German, Korean, Japanese, Vietnamese, Chinese, French, and even Spanish. But right now we also have Russian as well. So we have a lot of trainers and consultants and instructors who are able to teach you about this platform around the world. Right now, the company has a registration number of more than 400,000 users. But if you know how the plan is going, our affiliate program allows you to earn some type of special bonus. So if in this case, not everyone will have only one account. Some people might have two or sometimes three accounts. So just to roughly predicting, maybe only 30% or 40% of the registration is actually real users. So since we have 400, we're predicting maybe 100, only 150,000 users would be valid users coming into our exchange and actually, trading and putting in real volume. So right now it's November going to December 2025. So target to be met says 200,000. Since we already have 400,000 members, that's already met. But to give you the actual valid number, we're predicting maybe we only have about 150 real users. So next year we want to reach in March 500,000, and before the end of the year of 2026, we hope to have more than 3 million users registered into our platform. Your partners are all very famous, very strong, solid entities such as the MEXC, L-Bank, OKX, Trust Wallet, CoinMarketCap, Binance, you name it. They're all very powerful, strong companies. They are all our partners. And you can see not only are they supporting us, they are advertising our platform. We are also doing collaborations with key opinion leaders. We're we have partnerships with many influencers. Not only do they voluntarily make reviews, but we are also making partnership with these influencers so that we can be well known into the market. We also have YouTube, Twitter, TikTokers. These people all are associated with us so that they can explain to the world our existence in the market. Not only are we doing this for the influential market, but we are also participating in Web 2, Web 3, IT sessions, such as the on-chain capital negotiation. This happened, I think, June this year. Also in the US, there was Blockchain Week in Malaysia 2025. This was July. Also Web3 night, Investor night. So there are many events that are Web 2 or Web 3 related. We want to show that we are doing the RWA business. So in every parts of the world, there are very important events. One of the most important ones was the token 2049, token 02049. This is actually the biggest blockchain event in the world. And we participated here. We had a booth. We were one of the sponsors. We were also the speaker. You can see in the picture there's Donald Trump's eldest son. He was there. Um, so it's a very influential event, and all inX was there. We've shown our existence, and we are doing our best to show the world that we are doing proper and legal exchange business. So that's pretty much for my introduction of the company. And the reason why I selected this exchange is because I've been in this market for um, in the blockchain market for over 11 years, and I've tried everything. I've also invested in Binance. I've also invested in OKX, also in Huobi. And one thing I regret is that I didn't think they were going to be so successful. So I bought and sold at an early stage, and I didn't hold them. But now that I'm looking at this exchange, they are following the exact route, the same business success plan that Binance had. This company is also following very similarly. So I can see the roadmap is heading to the similar direction. However, it's no longer the Web 1 or Web 2 business. Now we're focusing on the Web 3, the RWA market. So this company is focusing, has very clearly stated that they're going to be focusing on the RWA market, which is more than $17 trillion worth of value in the market right now. So if you are interested in the next best thing, if you already know about Binance and if you want your second chance, I think this could be a very good choice. As long as we're presenting this to you, I hope everyone can consider, do your own research, find out whether this is very nice, very stable. And if it is, I think it'll be a very good chance for you to become a great partner and also to make some good profit. So thank you very much for listening to my introduction. And if you have any more questions, I can maybe answer one or two few questions. You can open your microphone and follow the instructions of uh, the Zoom conductors. Maybe you can ask me some questions.